Let me tell you the problem. And people don't seem to understand this part of it. Money is not easy to come by. You ask people for donations and so on. They give you some. I don't want to tell you who was Oswest's largest donor. I don't want to tell you who gave him the most money. But I'll tell you this. Much of the money that the Labour had spent in this election was money that they stole from the people themselves. They stole that money and they stored a part of it to use in buying votes. It is not through the generosity of others that they were able to get the whole set of money that they had. This was as a result of them stealing $14 billion from the public purse. 14 billion, that's $4.6 million from every single Jamaican, including the baby, including the beggar who was to pay GCT. And then they took it and they bought my black brothers and sisters. This is a return to slavery. That's what it is. But this time is not the white man buying the black man. It's the black man putting up himself for sale to anybody, whether black or white. My brother, we are going to regret this. I will be gone. I will be gone. But black people going to regret it, because the time is coming when not one single person coming out of North East St. Catherine will be able to become a member of Parliament. Not one. Only the rich, the very rich, will be able to become members of Parliament, to plunder the public purse some more and steal some more and let themselves get richer. I'm told that Michael Manley time gone. My God, my God, why hast thou forsaken us?
In Mark is the most ready for the next 2 years. But the election is not the next 2 years. And we can't change again.
Yeah.
That's the unfortunate reality we face. Nobody can from 2 years time come say, oh, we're ready now. So I say, no, but we never go from them long time there.
He says Mr. Golding is very capable of leading the party. However, the people's opinions are different.
They have a race at time, so them call them net really. One man on a 400, one man on 200, and then the next man on a 800. If you put the 400 man from the 800, they definitely not going to make it enough. Mark is a very good 400-meter runner. Very capable, etc. But the people are of the opinion, so we need a Andrew.
As a result, he believes the party could have a hard time winning, especially because, according to him, the PNP president may have fall heir to Peter Bunting's enemies.
The problem is that all of one PNP, I say, yo, we're not going with Mark. You understand? Because of that animosity in their mind. So, Mark unfortunately inherit Bunting's enemy.
The PNP VP adds that he's the most committed to the party's ideology and then went on to downplay Lisa Hanna's popularity. Ms. Hanna lost the PNP presidential election.
I am the most committed to the ideology of the party. The most.
Shamela Pullen, TVJ News.
A style Damien Crawford I try style with.
So I'm come on TikTok and do a video. And instead of saying, me wrong, you know people, me wrong, he must sidestep on a tap dance. Wanna take a listen to this.
As you'll have heard in the video, I believe Mark Golding is highly competent and he has my full support in becoming the next Prime Minister of Jamaica.
I can't the same voice note me and you listen to. Let me remind you, Jamaica, of what he said. Can take with a fool.
Mark is the most ready for the next 2 years. But the election is not the next 2 years. And we can't change again.
We are not fool, Damien. We are not fool, Damien. Okay? You posted this TikTok saying the voice note about Mark Golding being a 2-year leader is 5 years old. Then you came on TikTok and instead of saying I'm wrong, you sidestep. But boss, age don't erase impact. This wasn't encouragement what you just did on TikTok. That was doubt. And instead of being real with us, Damien, real with Jamaica and the nation, you dodged accountability like a seasonal politician.
Do not delay yourself with this ridiculousness about whatever. There is no division in the People's National Party. That video that they have circulating is a 5-year-old video, and that was in the analysis of all candidates going forward for leadership.
People are of the opinion, so we need an Andrew.
Let me remind you that Andrew Holness was suggested to be not smart and that he was afraid of smart people by Christoph Khan. Let them remind you that the vast majority of them that is now in government was against Andrew Holness when he was challenged by Audley Shaw.
Let me take off my glasses for that one, yeah. So as you can hear from the video, him say Mark Golding is a 400-meter runner and that the people them need a Holness, a Andrew to be exact. But in this TikTok video, instead of saying I was wrong about Mr. Mark Golding and take accountability for what him say, he might try pretty up the thing, a style up the thing and a sidestep. I talk about say, oh, it was just us trying to decide for the better candidate. Well, your thoughts then and your thoughts now obviously don't change because you still has not come out to say, listen, I was wrong back then. What you say is, you did say you support him 100% in the video. The video showed that Mr. Crawford is not a fact. That is actually false. You in the video said Mr. Mark Golding was a 2-year prime minister and Mr. Mark Golding can only do 400 meter and the people that need are Andrew. Then you turn on and you try to create a similar balance and say it's the same thing in the other party because Mr. Andrew, he also got opposition from within his party when he was trying to become prime minister. The big difference is nobody never going, if I'm that party, never say that JLP need a Mark or the people that need a Damien or the people that need a Portia or the people that need a Lisa Anna. Them never jump outside of them party and go choose a whole other party and say that the people that need. You on the other hand, Mr. Damien, you didn't even say the people that need a Lisa or the people that need a Damien, they need me or the people that need a Montague or the people that need somebody. What you say is the people that need a Andrew. So in deciding your leader for your party, you jump out of your party and go over to another party and say, that this money them need for your party. Come on now, Mr. Damien. If you had made an error, if you are wrong, be honest and humble enough. Come down, Mr. Damien, off your high horse and say, I was wrong in my analysis of Mr. Mark Golding, and now I fully support him because I have seen his growth and his development, and he is fully competent and capable of leading this country. But obviously, Mr. Damien, you do not think that, and you do not support that, and you still believe the thing that you said 5 years ago, that Mr. Golding is only a 2-year leader. So because you believe that, you come on TikTok with your face long down so and looking outside. You wasn't even as passionate as you are when you're in parliament talking about percentages and talking about things. When you're on your podiums, when you're on your campaigns, you are not, when you was on that voice note, you were passionate. But in this TikTok video, it seemed like somebody lick you across the head and force you on carry and say, you know, you better do that video, you know, because things like them are circulated and they not look good for we. So they forced you to come up here and sidestep and style out the thing and try to take with the idiot. We are not idiots, Mr. Damien. It would have been best, it would have worked better because this PR stunt that you just pulled is not good at all. It just affects you more. It just the truth. So therefore, Mr. Damien, I am more prompt to believe that what you said in that voice note 5 years ago is how you truly, honestly feel even today. Remember, in the voice note, you also said that the only way you will back Mr. Golding is if you guys can come to some kind of agreement. So you wanted to be vice president or something to that effect. So you had to get something out the deal because, to be honest, you felt like you were supposed to be the one. But you did not even choose yourself in saying what the people need. You said the people need an Andrew. You jump outside of your own party. So if it's that you were trying to analyze the best candidates between Lisa and Mr. Golding, who would be the best, why on earth would you go over to another party and say that the people have need? And now when the people have get that person in that party, you are say, them not do a good job. So let me ask another question, because you made another point in the video. You said that the party, they opposed Mr. Holness during the time when they were supposed to choose him. His people in his party didn't want him to be the leader because they didn't think he would be a great leader. They turned around and make him the leader anyway. And now the country now run good according to you, Mr. Damien. So let me ask you something. It don't sound like the same thing gonna repeat itself. Because 5 years ago you say Mr. Golding is not a good leader and he only can run for 2 years. He can't even run 800 out of 400 he can go, and people need Andrew. So you think that if you put Golding now the same thing I go on? Eh? If I the same thing go on according to you in the end of your video in the other party, now the same thing I go on in this one, Mr. Damien. Come on, man, you're a brilliant guy. Come, don't try to twist up the thing. Don't try to sidestep smooth and calm talk. It doesn't work because I analyze every little thing you say. So be clear, be honest, and be humble. Be humble. If you're wrong, say you're wrong. That would work out better for your party because it shows that even politicians are humans. But you not act like you're human. You act like you're something else. So you refuse to say I was wrong. I thought then that he would not been a good, and what I said, I was wrong in what I'm saying, and he has proven me wrong. That would have solidified that he's a great leader. That would have showed that he had grown and he's ready to lead. But instead, you come and you sidestep, you tap dance. All you need are the white gloves and the hat and the painted face. Because a tap dance, you tap dance, Mr. Damien Crawford. Stop tap dancing, we're an idiot. We are not idiots. And then you try to do a compare analysis between what happened within the other party with Mr. Holness and what's happening with Mr. Golding. And the analysis backfired because it don't make sense. Come on, you're very brilliant. Look at your analysis. There's no comparison. Nobody went outside that party to say that that party needed another party's leader to be their leader. And as a matter of fact, if that's the case, then why would you copy something that is not working? Because you said because they went against what they felt during the time of their choosing, the country is not being ran properly. So why would you do the same thing? Why would you repeat the same mistake? Why would you fall in the same hole? Because you felt 5 years ago that this person is not competent. So why would you then put him to be the leader? Isn't the same thing? Wouldn't history repeat itself? Come on, Mr. Crawford. You're conflicting yourselves on so many levels.
Idiot. You have to face reality. You have to face reality. That Mark Golding must never become Prime Minister of Jamaica. These realities must be faced. These are realities. These are realities. Mark Golding must never become Prime Minister of Jamaica.